That's about it. Oh, and then Makiri, I don't know, she doesn't make content anymore. What else? That's about it. You open Minecraft again, yeah? You say soon? Yeah. Just gotta... I was gonna rent the house. I was gonna buy a house, but, fuck. I don't love any of them. I might just rent for a little bit. Apart from my days, I'm pretty good. Yeah, they're really good, yeah. You didn't have fun playing RP. Actually, I really enjoy it, yeah. I also RP with some people offline as well, which I really enjoy. People think that the RP stops whenever streams offline. The reality is that NoPixel wasn't initially like a... It's not just like a streamer thing, you know? Like, people roleplay all the fucking time. Like, it's not like a... Like, things aren't tailored on streaming. It's just... content. I think... actually trying and have things that are more than just... Because the reality is that it is always goofy. Right? And when I'm off stream, at least, or sometimes I try to make something like that that's more like emotionally loaded, but on the side of the screen, not on my side, you know, just to make something happen. But I feel like people are really critical, and I have more fun doing off stream just because it's more like I'm way more creative that way. You just close the chat, but at the same time, it's not like I don't know. I really have fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. That's why a lot of people that I know do a lot of like VR, like off stream. It's why most of my VR was off stream. It's the same thing. VR was really fun off stream too. Most of the people that I know do it off stream too. Not even the weird VR shit. Just overall. Like making something of that's you know, most of the time is like I feel like people use like kind of funny moment or funny things to get away from the seriousness of it, right? But I do think it's kind of cool to have some serious RP sometimes, like making it serious and kind of really trying to just like act and really be super in character, like should be super immersed, and I really like doing that. But I don't really get to do that very often. Yeah. It's like making music. Like, it's really difficult to make music on stream. I don't think a lot of people are really good at it, especially with vocals and shit like that. Like, almost nobody act like that. almost nobody that doesn't do it all the time actually makes music on stream, like full on with the vocals and shit. I think it's just too. It's hard to be completely free, be completely untied. Because some ideas just come out and it's just not filtered or anything. People don't really connect or understand that. And it just comes out as like kind of flat out cringe. And I don't really blame them for it either. I mean, look at some of the like studio sessions of like a lot of like fucking rappers. All the fucking leaked studio sessions are all like memed on all the time. People take skits or whatever and it becomes like TikTok memes of like them making fun of them, and it becomes like kind of cringe. Oh, I think people could get that. I think always making like IRL OC like fucking tangents and links is really like really lame. I think it just makes me feel like I don't know what to tell you. I'm not trying to blame anybody. I'm trying to give you a perspective on it. It's like can we see like the degrees of it. Like, you know, like it's like do something, then people make OC references and everybody talks about it, and then you put it further and it becomes worse and worse. And it's like, okay, well, we're already at the point where it's already really fucking weird everywhere, and everybody's making these weird conundrums and shit. It's like, now if you go further, like Jesus Christ, and it's just really dank. Like, especially with girls, especially. I'm not even targeting one of them or two of them. It's been like 5 of them. Dude, she's also good looking IRL. Bro, she's not good like, and it's like, even if you time it out, you can still see it. Like, even if things get moderated, and people are like, this person has a boyfriend. This person also is single. And he's like, dude, like, what is wrong with you? I saw some guy being upvoted a bunch. He was blatantly saying, dude, I don't get it. This guy kept saying this person is single. But I was arguing, dude, she has a boyfriend. I'm like, are you like trying to out OC the other guy? Like, you're trying to get praise for that? And he did get praise too. We're like, yeah, bro, you called him out. Bro, that's not supposed to be a topic at all. You're supposed to avoid all this shit. Oh my god. How do you get over a relationship? It's been 9 months. I got broken up and I had a 3-year relationship. I don't feel like I'm over. I feel hopeless. That's a lot. I think noticing change is really important. Because you're going to feel at 0, like 0 progress all the time. And if you like have to go to 100 again, even if you're like at 5, that's like really good. If you notice a change between 0 and 5, it's like massive, you know? Even though 100 is far away from 5, right? Noticing the increments gives you kind of a, oh, okay, yeah, like this, I can do this. But if you don't get that, you get stuck at 0. Like, really bad. Also, getting busy is important because it's not in your like common train of thought. You know when you get bored, when you don't think about anything, it was like your repetitive like thought cycles. It'll take time, but they get out of that, you know. Because if you think about it, at one point, yeah, you realize that you're not really thinking about these people anymore. Like, you think about somebody a little bit, and then if you don't fight it, it's like you think about it too much, and then you have too much time on your hands, and you have too much, and it's like you're kind of in that cycle, right? Sometimes like it can go like a fucking like a week, you know. It's like, oh shit, I haven't even thought about that, you know. But at that moment, I think if you can't wait, that's fine. At least for me, it's like then you notice progress. Then you're like, oh, that's sick actually, and I'm actually pretty I'm pretty confident you can do it. You can get out of that. Keep losing friends. When does it reach the point where you should blame myself, look at something I'm doing wrong? If you try to like nitpick all the small things you do wrong, I think you become almost like a robot. You know, because then you're trying so much to be liked, then you're doing it wrong. Trying to fix all the small things. I think this is one of those philosophies that I'm not trying to like tell you and prescribe you something to do this. I think you should think about it more broadly. Right? Have bigger lines of thinking or of not thinking. Of like, hey man, like, when I want somebody, what makes me happy? Like what's something that they do that I think is cool and enhances my day, right? And how can I be that for them sometimes? And how can I foster an exchange where I do that for them and they do it for me, and then they feel like they want to be around me more often because I generally make their day better, and we have an exchange like that, right? And it's not very difficult to be like likable or for people to see that you have value and whatnot. A lot of things can be just asking questions and noticing something, or just kind of letting somebody talk. I'm not doing this to myself. I'm very I'm when I water my plants, I make and keep friends very easy. But what else? Yeah, that's the problem with people. Sometimes like people like they try so much to be liked by everybody. Nobody's gonna like you. Yeah. Oh, this song is kind of a banger. People are not affected. OC through RP is just ignorant as people put their lives into it. Doesn't matter. Remove that from your head entirely. Murphy's Law? Yeah. What can happen will happen. Oh, what the fuck is it called? I watched Interstellar. What was I saying? It's not about what can go wrong. It's what can happen will happen. It has nothing to do with being wrong. A lot of people have this, I think, this conception that it's about wrong things. It's not about wrong things. Could be whatever. So what was I saying before that? Oh yeah, the whole thing was like, dude, somebody spent a lot of time building this. yeah, it's roleplay, but it's a lot of time. And dude, you're like removing that. It's like, okay, dude. That's so like brain dead. It's not people can have opinions. I'm telling you, it's a bad opinion. Like, people stream content, people broadcast certain hours of something. You saying protect them because they spent a lot of hours on this. Now you've removed it. Terrible mindset. Getting it is winning. Having it is nothing. If you feel like you've lost it, get it again. And that's what matters. It's getting it. Does that make sense or what? What is it? It could be anything. Look at that. We're so entitled to take most of it, most of the shit. Bro, it's not about being entitled. It's what I did. It's not about being entitled. Crazy that you still think about this in an RP way, of like, you're thinking about this only thing. I wasn't even talking about this. I was talking about everything. Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's really weird. Like, look at this guy. He's just so mild. Could have same result in our people. You had to take the most of this shit to stop doing, grow a pair, and say you wanted it. Yeah. But why do I have to have some sort of motive, like, out of character? I don't give a fuck. Bro, I could have yoinked everything. The only mistake that I did, generally, is not remove everything and make it rock bottom. Because if you're gonna pull it off, you have to go for it. The fact that you don't understand that I left them enough to get the only thing that you would miss out on with this, right, would be content if something comes out, right? I left them enough so that they could still get the content. So therefore, they would lose out on literally nothing in new content ways. That was literally a service. Like, that's like, it's a display of like, yo guys, this is happening, but if something cool happens, you can still get your stream to watch it. Like, that's as good as it gets. Do you get it? Oh, you said you didn't take it all because you heard people. Yes, I gave an in-character reason to what. Like, your answer is in your comment. Yes, I said that in the game. I said, oh yeah, I was tweaking out because I was hearing voices or whatever. Or hearing people, dude. Do you get what we're saying? I gave an in-character reason for an out-of-character decision that I made for the better good of their streams. it's the same thing when yesterday we couldn't do the RP meeting because computer kept crashing. I was going to a meeting spot and I was like, oh guys, they're after me. I'm running away. They're after me, whatever. Right? I was turning an OOC thing into in character to make it make sense so that it's more fun for everybody. Get it? Um... what else? Well, I mean, you just explained like, you just explained the whole Lang thing. Like when you now have an enemy, right? The enemy's enemy is my ally. Yeah. The enemy's enemy is my ally. That's usually kind of how it goes. Even if temporary, even if whatever, that's just kind of how it goes. I think you need to understand, like, if you want everything to be kind of a collaboration, a hand-holding contest, everybody's friend type thing, we would just band together, right? Own a business with the whole server, and we're just gonna PvE against the game. Okay, unfortunately, believe it or not, like, you're not like trying to. It's not really like a PV WoW server. Are we trying not to be? It's interesting that a lot of people say, "Oh, dude, it's obviously want to play with Lang, blah blah blah." When I haven't played with this guy for a month and a half. I could have literally played with him for a month and a half. Which was like the beginning of RP, which is like the big boom, which is the big fun. Most of the time, I didn't even play. I didn't even see them. I didn't even see them in the game. Like what? This is you mad? Because people don't have the same view as you. No, I think I can understand that your view is wrong. That's all. There are good opinions and bad opinions. People think this is just opinions. There is bad opinions. Your opinion is objectively bad. It's just you should not hold this opinion. It's a bad one. Why is it bad? Not only is it bad, it should not exist. Because the server is a role play server. So its only existence, the only reason why it's around is that it's for people to create a world and have stories and make something happen. One way or the other. Right? anything that is not in line with that is just a bad opinion. Because then you understand that the word loss doesn't exist. You create by rising and create by falling. It's a constant creation scheme. Literally, it's a constant creation scheme. It doesn't go up and down. The whole point of the server is to create, and whether you go up or down, you constantly create. Anything else but this philosophy is fucking brain dead. You create drama. Okay. So, you being upset out of character as a viewer, that's drama. Right? Me doing that in the game is not drama. See what you did there? You inserted yourself into a situation that you're not part of, and you try to be mad for people and say that it's causing problems. If your brain isn't completely frozen by now, you probably understand that online rating, the way I did it, is nearly impossible. And even if possible, it's extremely unenjoyable for everybody involved. Their chats are going to be garbage. They're not going to enjoy reading it. They will get fun of it on the fly. People are going to get mad. People are going to go in between stuff. Things will happen. If they do something, they'll be blamed for meta. If they do meta, they'll be blamed. It becomes this shit show of dog shit, right? There is no value, none, out of doing something of this magnitude live. Zero. There's none. So by saying that by going in chat right now, right? And saying that it's possible, you have the same mentality as people who say that, like, if everybody's online on Rust, it's possible to raid a full scale base. It's not. Sorry to tell you. I don't give a fuck. I give zero fucks what you think. It is literally impossible. A fully built out base with a bunch of really good players, all live, all online, like 30 people. It is legitimately impossible. And you think that's doable while live with no hints? You're crazy. Rust Rivals has never seen a singular successful raid ever. It has never happened. Not one. We've had Rust Rivals. There has never been a successful raid. Literally, never once. Nope, never happened. Because people will never understand it. Man, it's really sad to say. It's really sad to explain this. I don't think there's ever gonna be any like streamed actual like big dub, like an actual big cool thing. The reality is that when you have a bunch of people that are live, even the smallest hint will affect gameplay in a certain way. Even the tiniest, most incredibly small piece of information of any kind will affect people's gameplay, right? It could be a color in chat. Literally, it could be the fact that the chat went to emote only mode or sub mode. People know, oh, okay, and they will subconsciously be driven in a defensive state, and they will probably call the boys, go to the house, go to the hospital, check the PD, check. People just kind of, the mood shifts, right? And doing something that's grand live is not, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not possible. Oh yeah, I tried to meet with Ginger because Ray was in the trunk. Absolutely, that was very obvious. It's why today the guy was in the trunk, right? And I got out and I got held up because that's really my style. It's what I do. Pog. Let's... I'm looking at a lot of bad things in chat. I think a lot of viewers watch people that haven't become anything and haven't done anything of value, and I don't think they understand the essence of creation. So I don't expect you to understand it. Yeah, it's ego. Yep. Well, I'm sorry. You just watch. I know what to tell you. I know what streams you watch or whatever. I know what kind of absolute dog shit. The reality is that you don't get anywhere by just doing nothing. It doesn't. You don't create value. You're not successful. You're bad at what you do. Yeah. Oh yeah, don't create drama. How's that as drama? I'm telling you, you watch bad streamers. I don't have to tell you. Like you pull off some unhinged like dog shit, like the fucking like the Murphy gun plant thing, right? Like actually unhinged, full on mauled, but I direct my mauledness into doing something, right? And then the cops get an investigation, they get a case, they get a court thing, ICU thing, they get a bunch of lawyers involved, they get a fucking it goes to the docket, there's a fucking court date, appeal, trial, retrial, rething, DNA gets added, bunch of comes in, right? And then you say, you were just mauled. That's what you say. That you're taking it today, like total combined all servers involved, you probably get like maybe like 150 hours of total consumable thing for a lot of people's viewers and a lot of people's YouTubes, right? Out of like a 40-minute event, and you tell me that I don't know what I'm doing and I'm doing dog shit and I'm ruining everybody's fucking content. Man, shit! Please somebody ruin my content, please, fast. Hey! I'm just gonna fucking sit back here, dude. Somebody, please, come ruin my shit up, man. I've been waiting for fucking 10 years at this point. Yo, come fuck my shit up on the ASAP. Like, I like to think about everything as like a win. Mostly, I mean, even when I'm really mauled, still win. I like to think of the rust days as the exact same thing. A lot of times, oh, that's really dumb, dude. You're giving them away guns. Oh, dude, you keep going over there and keep dying. Oh, dude, that's so... Why gamba? Keep losing. At the end of the day, go get scrapped, some shit happens, go gamba ups and downs, lose, do dumb shit, go out there, find a way to fucking... Oh, okay, now we're gonna farm. Some guy pulls up, oh, dude, you should be farming. Fucking try to kill him and get clapped, go out there. And the whole time, I could have just done what they did, right? And legit do actually nothing and just camp the fucking spawns. The spawn is up, pick up the spawn, go to the base. The spawn is up, pick up the spawn, go to base. Guys, north base is spawned, pick it up, go to base. Okay, cool, man. And at the end of the day, it's like, what was more exciting for people to watch and people to be part of? The absolute dog shit ups and down that actually led to literally nothing. We had a story the whole time and a reason to fucking wake up and do something. Or the fucking guy that fucking spawned the materials that are made to spawn there every time, that are predictable by the game's code to spawn there and get home, like to have everything according to plan. You're a fucking loser. You know what's incredible with this? Is that some people will justify watching that sort of content and they'll be like, but dude, we're gonna get the mats to fucking raid with rockets on the raid day. And oh man, the rest days, I fucking love that shit. Because I can always reference the rest days as like why it's dog shit. I can look back and say, hey man, how was raid day? Hey, it must have been crazy. Hey guys, remember raid day, chat? Holy shit, that was hardcore. That was fucking mega content. No, it wasn't. Because nobody fucking raided. Because the behavior that makes them play safe to get fucking materials is the reason why they don't take any risks while raiding and they stay at base and they do nothing. The behavior is deeply rooted. People are anti-content and will continue to not create anything, and that's what it is. It's not even old news. It's a really, really good and I think really impactful example. Say, oh dude, why fucking cracking the police cars? In the entirety of the server's length, I'm pretty sure the only time the police pulled their boats out was to come get me out of the water. Do you think it's fun for their viewers to see their cop characters fucking go to the water and pick their boats out and fucking go to the water and do some shit and chase some dumbass who's running around in the water? I think it's pretty exciting to me, to be honest. But yeah. I don't really know what to tell you. I do get mad, but a lot of times I wish you understood that my madness sometimes is like in fucking is really like rooted in disappointment. I still get mad because I care, but the moment that I stop caring, like nothing happens. And that's how it is with a lot of people. They don't care. I don't think a lot of people care about them either. Just because it's just what it is. Bro, I think just, bro, it's not even like a Twitter or like a fucking stream only thing. I feel like everybody has been so fucking just anti-fun. People are quite literally just going like, people are just being really people just don't like enjoy things or want to enjoy things. People make fun of each other for enjoying things. Like constantly. Like, people are so miserable, it's unbelievable. Bro, I get mass molders when I play off stream. Bro, I tell you every time, bro. On stream, RP, a lot of times is not enjoyable to do, right? So like, I want to have fun at the end of the day, right? And sometimes I'll end stream and I want to have fun, and I'll just do it off stream. I mean, just doing anything that is fun. There's nothing else. I just try to create fun and try to have fun. That's pretty much it. I don't really know, like, the fact that people are like surprised at that is ridiculous. What you do is not RP, you're grinding puzzles. Dude, I don't mean to trivialize them, but I'm pretty sure there's an entire gang that was created out of like these fucking puzzlers and these Dora dumb fucks, right? Off the back of me sending them on a grid search. Like a schizo grid search. And these guys roleplay like all day together. Pretty much off the beginning of that. Could be wrong though. That created like a lot of things for them.
If you did something that made somebody mad OC or made them feel something OC, I think you've done a pretty good job. That's gonna be a really shit take, but that's the hill I'm gonna die on. If you've made somebody feel something out of a character because you did something intense in character, you did pretty good. If you're always completely extracted out of your character, you're doing pretty good. But I do also think at the same time that, like, even in real life, some actors and shit like that, yeah, they're playing the role of somebody that's sad. But if they kind of understand the story and they kind of feel that, and so that they definitely have a multiplier or an enhancer of that feeling if they actually feel a part of it or the whole thing. Yeah, I think it enhances the experience, especially on the viewer part. It's why it's really hard to do like relation RP, and it's why I don't want to do it, and it's why I think it's shit for chat and it's shit for the entire interaction. Is that like I try to like force something, like to really understand like what would I do there? How would that make sense? So I try to really like think about it and be like, okay, even though I don't feel that, like how to have that as a core emotion and go around it and try to how can I pull these things from that, right? And it's like, yo, dude, OC horny, dude, do that. It's like, oh, it's not. It's just so weird. I don't enjoy it because it has everlasting effects on everything. No, obsessed with chick gets mad. It's like because it has very long-lasting effects. Anything revolving like girls, whatever, it's just playing with fire. Just people get too involved. I'm traumatized, bro. I don't think you understand it. I still get backlash for any of the like girl content I've had, even though I've only done, and compared to other streamers, I haven't done a lot of girl content, and the 2 or 3 skits I've did for girl content over the years, I still get shit for it to this day, bro. People still make threads about those streams. They still give me hate for that. Like, it has a major impact. It's a constant. It's not fun to like interact with that and just always have on. It's not. I don't think it's. Yeah, Ninja avoids that. Yep. Ninja's state was BZ, but not fully BZ. I think you can play with girl without being flirty. That's perfectly fine. Happens all the time. I think if you leave very little room, for people to make conclusions, then when people make conclusions, people usually will shit on them because they're like, dude, you're just a creep. Like, what are you talking about? If you leave a little bit of place for it, if you leave too much space for it, then you open up, you get past that black line, and you now you go into the gray area, where if somebody makes a weird thing and somebody makes a weird conclusion, well, you're in a gray area. That's all. That's fucking. At that point, it's whatever. Like people will say shit, and then people will fucking embrace it. Good example. At the Grammys, there was fucking there's a thread on Twitter about Jay-Z. Because somebody said, "Oh, dude, I can sense the weird like energy between Jay-Z and this girl on stage," and people were like, "He had a lot of upvotes at first," and somebody commented and they were like, "You're fucking weird. What are you on about? There's none of that shit." And because he wasn't flirty or some other shit, because there was no room for interpretation and no gray area, everybody shit on him. That was who said that. I know it's his daughter, but they still said that though. I know it's his daughter, but that thread almost like 100K likes. Like, that is weird as fuck. But what I'm telling you is that if you do a good job, not a real problem. So that's why I think the ninja's take on girl content or playing with girls was bad. It was okay. It wasn't great. If you do decide to flirt though, people will say shit for sure. That's predictable. Right? But then flirting in character, like, that's as detached as it gets usually. Oh. Does Jay-Z change? No, you're missing the point. You would maul if somebody did that to you, what you did to the company. Yes, I would probably maul, yeah. And I would probably find a way to make content out of it. But you know why? You know why I didn't mauled? You know, want to know why I didn't mauled? Right? Because it didn't happen to me. And you know what? It's a good chance it might never. That's just how that is. And one day you're gonna realize that only CG has done that in the past. People ask always the hypotheticals. What if somebody did this to you? What if somebody did this to you? Okay. That's a cool hypothetical. But they didn't. And it's a cool hypothetical. What if I didn't do this? Yeah, but I didn't. Yo, somebody could have fucked you over. Yo! Wait, but they didn't though. Like, what kind of stupid ass comment is that? It's not even a cop out. It's not even a cop out. Look at the CG lower vault incident. That's like, that's as big of a downfall as it gets. At the time, being able to do that was not only expensive, it took time to get there, right? We could not try every day. It took everything to get there. Actually, everything. Way more than whatever is now lost and how fast it can be recuperated. Right? let's think in it. That was dank. Like, somebody did do that. And yeah, people molded, but like, still logged in, still continued, still did something for it, still created roleplay, still found a storyline for Rami, found a way somehow to still make content and give the content to others by making it fun for everybody and making something of value. Wow. Crazy how that works. But instead, what I could say is, dude, guys, like, this is rough. I don't think I'm gonna recover from this, chat. I think I'm gonna turn the stream off and take a day off. Please donate. Like, that's too tough for me, chat. I can't do it. Please donate. I'm just saying it. I'm just telling you, like, there's like there. Is that what I'm trying to tell you? Like, yes, if somebody fucked me over, I'll get mad just like the lower vault. Doesn't make the world stop. Brother, you need to understand that people were making references to like my IRL lawsuits in people's chats, and it wasn't me moderated, and I don't even give a fuck. Like, that's how bad it is. And it wasn't only like one guy or two guys. It was like by the dozens. Like, you act like this is something that, if this was flying on my shit, on my stream, people would throw rocks at me. And you know what? That's fine. It's whatever. Because it's whatever. Like, I could get mad about that specific dynamic, but I don't, because there's no point. But if you did get mad about that, you could make yourself the victim and say, guys, this is really, oh my goodness. And it just creates nothing. See, this guy says, why are you playing the victim? Bro, I'm not playing the victim. I literally told you something in hindsight, because if I told you at the time, you'd say victim. But now that we're past that fact, I can't be a victim anymore, because we're past it. I'm not saying I'm the victim of this. I'm saying, look at this phenomenon. I didn't even bring it up or even acknowledge it, and I don't give a fuck. I bring it up now to give you a good perspective on it. Brother, I'm thinking now to give you a perspective of how I could have played it out. And when others do it, a lot of times it will make me like interact less with them. You know when somebody says something, right? You have two options. You can either make yourself the victim and suck the energy out, or you can do anything else. Be mad, fight back, do whatever the fuck, right? But you need to understand something.
when you choose victim, it's GG. It's like what I call usually the point of no return, where it's absolutely GG. Because it's shit. So let him get away with it? Yeah, because I care more about winning in the grand scheme of life, right? Than winning this emotional battle at that very time. At that very moment, right? Oh yeah, you could do all that and feel better, right? At the end of the day, you have nothing. Crazy people don't realize that. I didn't say winning in roleplay. I said winning in the grand scheme of life in general. People enjoy the stream more. You might enjoy your time more. The chat might enjoy it more. You might be more successful because of it. Like your stream might have a better perspective. You might have a better, more promising career because of it. It's just a general scheme of creation. RP is real life. Well, for a lot of people, dude, yeah, RP is real life. I mean, it doesn't happen too often, but I mean, some people just interact with me in certain ways because, I mean, they didn't know what it is. Like, when it's too obvious, it's dog shit. If it's like a little bit, it's whatever. But don't act like it doesn't exist. Like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, people misunderstood what I said. I feel like I got a lot of hate also for saying that when I wasn't going live yesterday for like an hour, people were like, "Dude, go live, whatever." And I was talking in chat and I said, "I'm eating whatever," and I said, "I'm letting them having the spotlights. I'll be live later." People got mad at me that like people try to represent what I said as in like, "Oh, dude, get the spotlight, dude. Get your little spotlight." That's not how I meant it. What I meant it is that an event is happening for them. I created something that is directly for them and to them, right? They can be live and consume that to the fullest and not deal with people in chat that go, "Yo, dude, X is live right now. Go clap him. He's about to log in on RP. Yo, dude, X live right now, guys." And I just thought, yo, I'm not gonna go live for a little bit, right? And I'll let them kind of finish their kind of like role play scheme, just so that they get that part for themselves only. Like, I think good intentions and doing good things over the over like the whatever amount of time, as I've been genuinely, no kidding, I feel like the consensus is worse in general, right? Than when I do absolute dog shit and I just fucking roll people over. Give me bounce with you. Like, it's just it's odd. Alright, chat, guys, I'm gonna go to bed. Chat. I'm tired from my eyes hurt. My left eye is fucking weird. Yeah, a good example of that is like, leaving them with enough for them to make content with like the butt coin and shit like that. Like, when are you gonna realize that like the distinction between 70% and 100 is massive? It's like the difference between having content and not. But I get more hate for the fact that I didn't take everything in. And people say shit like, "You're so kind," as in like, "Oh, dude, so cool." Yeah, that is like, it doesn't even make sense in character. Like, the move is to pull a scam that fucks it up. The point is to burn it all down. Right? And they still get to keep enough to have content. Like, think of that concept. That's what I don't give a fuck. Guys, I go by feel, and then I'll do what I find fun. If it's not fun, we'll just go back to doing normal shit again. The point is that it's a wick that burns. Sometimes it burns fast, and then it burns slow, right? A lot of dog shit and a lot of people that overly invested into any emotion to whatever makes the wick burn faster, and unfortunately, it burns really fast. Which I think sucks, but that's how it is with every other meta or every other thing, yeah. It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna match up. I'll see you guys tomorrow.